Good day, everyone. My name is Manuela Chianababa, and I'll be summarizing the novel named The Compound Effect. The compound effect teaches that small, consistent action repeated over time can create massive results. Darren Hardy argues that success is not achieved through luck, talent, or quick fixes, but through the daily disciplines and smart choices we do every day. I'm going to be talking on chapter 1. The compound effect in action. Small action may seem insignificant today, but when repeated consistently, they may produce extraordinary results. Key points: success comes from small, smart choices made daily. Tiny positive actions accumulate into major achievements. Tiny actions also compound into major problems. Hardy uses the example of a penny that doubles every day to show how compounding works. The lesson learned from chapter 1 is don't underestimate the power of daily habits. Success is a process, not an event. The power of daily habits in the sense that if you read every day, if you read 2 hours every day, at the end of the semester or at the end of the day, you find out that your result has improved. But you saying, oh, see that guy, he got 3.5, this other person got 5.0, and me, I've been reading 2 hours and I've not been getting anything. My grades have not been increasing. You should still be consistent. You can still add up that 2 hours, making it 4 hours, and through your consistent reading and effort, you will exceed in all your affairs of life. Chapter 2. Every result in life comes from the choices we make. Chapter 2 talks about choices. If we make good choices, we will receive good results. If we make bad choices, we will receive bad results. If we are not consistent towards our goals as a student, you are not reading, you are not studying, you are not focused on the things that you're meant to do, you end up failing. Why making the good choices is being consistent in your studies. Always read. You can read above your teacher. You can read beyond, so that when he talks about what you've learned ahead of him, it will just refresh your knowledge of what you've learned in your closet. You should also burn your midnight candles. Burn your midnight candles in the sense that you read when others are sleeping. You made the choice that you want to have good grades. You don't want to lag behind, and you don't want to have a low performance. You want to make your parents proud, and you also making your parents proud. You are also making yourself proud, because at the end of the day, your results come out and it will put a big smile on your face. The key point I learned from choices is that we are responsible for our decisions. Any decisions we make, we are responsible for it. If it's good decisions, we are responsible. If it's a bad decision, we are also responsible. 2, many people think that many people make poor choices unconsciously. Many people just think that they can live their life anyhow. It's their choice unconsciously, and they don't know that at the end of the day, that result will affect them. And tracking our actions helps us become aware of our habits. If we have the habit of sleeping every day, like you sleep, you don't read, you don't study, you sleep all the time, you find out that you have not amounted to anything, you've not learned anything, you've not gained anything, you are just wasting your time. We should not put our effort in useless things that will not amount to any good results. We should always try to set our goals in front of us. Always look at the goals every morning. Always tell ourselves, this is what I want to become. This is how I want to plan my life. This is what I do every day. I read 3 hours every morning. I go to lectures. I come back. I study my lectures notes. I understand it, and I also read beyond what the lecturer has taught to gain more knowledge. Then the last one is small daily decisions shape our future. I just talked about that. The decisions we make every day shape your future. If you decide to be a diligent student, you go to class early, while others are in the hostel, they are not caring about the class they're having. But because you decided to be great, you decided to do exploits, and you decided to aim for the best, you will always make that right decision, because the right decision you make today will shape your future tomorrow. And also you will tell your children, this is what I did when I was in school, this is how I planned my life, this is how I focused on my studies, this is how I got good grades. You will be able to tell a testimony about yourself, not using other people as an example. The lesson I learned from choices in chapter 2 is that we should take 100 responsibility for our life, because today's choices determines tomorrow's result. I just talked about that. The choices we make today will determine how we will be in the future. If you make bad choices, it will affect your tomorrow. If you make good choices, it will influence you and the people around you. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 talks about habits. Habits are the foundation of success or failure. Good habits create positive outcomes. Bad habits slowly damage our progress. Identify and replace harmful habits. If there's a way you've been lacking behind in your studies, in your area of life, towards your goals, we should identify it. We should settle down and think of the things we are not doing well, and we should fix the problem. You should build positive routines that support your goals. You write out your plans every day, what you are supposed to do, what you are not supposed to do. Lesson learned from chapter 3 is that success is not about motivation alone. It is about developing habits that you move towards your goal every day. Chapter 4 talks about momentum. Consistency creates momentum, which Hardy calls big move. Starting is often difficult. Once positive habits becomes routines, Once positive habits becomes routines, progress becomes easier. Momentum helps us maintain success. Consistency leads to confidence and greater results in life. Lesson learned from chapter 7 is that we should keep going even if people are not seeing the things we are doing. We should push it harder even if the results are not visible, because momentum is building our way through success. Influences, chapter 5. The people, information, and environments around us greatly influence our success. The kind of friends we keep influence our success. If you keep friends that are not always focused, that don't care about their life, that just live a life of worldly pleasures, that just think about the things they want now, they don't try to focus. The central message of the compound effect is that small choices plus consistency plus time can produce extraordinary results. Darren Hardy encourages readers to make better choices daily, build productive habits, maintain momentum, control your influences, and go beyond what is expected. By applying the principles consistently, anyone can achieve long-term success in their academics, relationship, and personal growth. Success is not about making one big change. It's about making small positive change every day and allowing them to compound over time. Thank you.